it was never about playing small, but I feel like there's a lot of us now that we're really just recognizing the power and the capacity that we do hold. And it's like got us shook. We're like, whoa, bitch. Like, it wasn't that you were playing small. You see your power, you're ready to own it, and you're ready to claim it. And I just feel like there's this fog that's been lifted, this veil that's been gone. The skies have parted, and it's just like, okay, it's on, bitch. Like, it is game time. Let's go. Welcome to the Rebels by Nature podcast. I'm your host, Jess Quasney. This podcast is for entrepreneurs who are tired of hearing the same generic and boring rules that are being taught to grow your business. You know that there's only one way to build it, and that's your way. We don't play by the rules here. We make our own. Join me each week where we dive into all things business, money, mindset, manifestation, and everything in between. Here, we talk honestly and openly about what it's really like to build the business of your dreams, because sugarcoating it never did anyone any favors. Am I right? If you're ready to build a business that you love, a life that you are obsessed with, well then, honey, you are in the right place. Now let's get to building it, shall we? Hello, you rebel you, and welcome back to another episode of the Rebels by Nature. Okay, as always, super fucking excited to be talking to you. And today, this one actually is going to be a quickie. And you're like, bitch, you tell me that all the time, and then you talk my ear off. Hi, gift of the gab. What can I say? But there's been a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. For those of you that followed you on social media, I'm not sure if you saw or followed all of the drama that happened with a coaching container that I used to be in. We're not going to divulge all the information on this call, but I absolutely am going to do a separate episode about truthfully, the worst experience I have ever had with a coach in my entire life. And that's not even me over exaggerating. That's me under exaggerating. But we're going to save that for a different time. My husband walked by my window and he just like poked it and made a face at me. Okay. We don't have time for that right now. Okay. So what I'm coming here with you to share, and I've been really talking to a lot of people about this on Instagram and my DMs, and maybe you felt this too. I don't know about you, but I'm recording this on July 12th. And this was after I took all of last week off and I had a social media break. And again, that's why I'm going to have another episode just talking about everything that happened there, because that had a lot to do with the coaching experience that I had. And then also with the fact that up until literally this week back, I've had just the weirdest feeling in my business this year, in the sense that I love what I do. I love who I help. I couldn't imagine like pivoting or doing something else. But there's just something that felt off about my business, and I couldn't pinpoint what it was, because when naturally when this happens, I look and see like, okay, is it the clients that I'm like targeting with my messaging? Is it my offers? Do I not love how I'm doing that? Does something need to change up? And that wasn't the case at all, because it was literally it. And I just want to say thank you so much. If my clients are listening, I appreciate and I'm so grateful to each and every one of you, because you are what has kept me going. Because the excitement that I have for my clients, the excitement that I got from those calls was fucking everything. And so there was this disconnect, because when I sat down and looked at my offers, I was like, no, I really do love my offers. I love who they're for. I love what they do. There's really nothing that I would change about them. And every time that I look at them, I was like, fuck, I buy this from me. So it's not that. And I was really in this kind of like funk from about January till now. And I don't know if it was the break that I took to just give myself a hot fucking minute. I don't know if it was the whole shit show that happened with this coach, where it's like, no, like, we're not doing this anymore. And it's like, the way that I can explain it is that it was never about playing small, but I feel like there's a lot of us now that we're really just recognizing the power and the capacity that we do hold. And it's like got us shook. We're like, whoa, bitch, like, it wasn't that you were playing small, but now you're just like, you see your power, you're ready to own it, and you're ready to claim it. And I just feel like there's this fog that's been lifted, this veil that's been gone, the skies have parted, and it's just like, okay, it's on, bitch. Like, it is game time. Let's go. Okay. So if you're feeling that energy, if you've been like, yeah, we haven't even been tapping into our full potential, then this conversation is for you. And more importantly, the challenge that I'm going to be running, which is starting when you're listening from this next Monday, July 22nd, is the Tap Your Way to 10K months. And coming out of this break, I wanted to do something totally new, not unexpected. I've talked about tapping, but I haven't really talked about how much I love tapping, or how much tapping really is a part of that which it is that I do. And I've said this before, but truthfully, in business strategy is how you run your business, and the energetics is what scales it. Okay. And so part of energetics and the conversation that I want to have with you here today quickly is more about nervous system regulation. And how, we're going to talk about that in terms of tapping, and why nervous system regulation is so important is because, truthfully, in business, what you don't recognize is, or maybe you do recognize this, but you are literally a threat to yourself every single day, because every single day that you show up online, every single day that you make a post, every single day that you show up on your stories, like, you're literally putting yourself out there to potentially be, like, to face the opinions and judgments and everything and things from other people online. So it kind of really is a threat to your system. And not only that, when you're putting yourself out there on your posts, when you're selling your services, like, there's always the possibility of rejection. And that is something that, as human beings, we protect ourselves from, because we are like tribal human beings. We want to be accepted. That's how we literally have learned to survive, and our evolution has been a part of that, being part of this tribe. So when you are putting a business and you're putting it out there, and you're putting out and selling your services and yourself, like, as much as you can detach yourself from the process, as much as you can say, like, oh, it doesn't matter, I don't care. And you will definitely, the more that you're in your business, the more that you show up, the more detachment and space you can create, and you get to create from your business. But I also recognize, when you're in the first few years of it, that can be kind of really hard. It really, really can. And so with nervous system regulation, is, like I said, it's starting to help you to tap into and experience safety while going into uncomfortable areas in your life and in your business, because it's not you that's holding yourself back. It's not your limitations. It's not your limiting beliefs. You have enough tools to do that, right? But it's rather not resetting, but rewiring and kind of like reprogramming your nervous system to accept the fact that it is safe to be seen online. It is safe to receive more money. It is safe to hold more clients. It is safe to have this bigger capacity to serve more people. And lots of the times there will be, like, we'll have thoughts or patterns or fears that we repeat and recreate stories in our life that hold us back. And lots of the times we can think, oh, like, it's just a mindset, I need to switch my mindset, I need to do that. You don't need to change your mindset. You need to allow your nervous system to accept those new beliefs for yourself. Okay. So that's why nervous system regulation, and the way in which I do this personally, is through tapping. Because what I love about tapping so much is, lots of the times, is the quickest way to move through something is allowing it to be held and allowing it to be seen. But one of the reasons why we don't do that, why we don't feel comfortable doing that, is because our bodies will put us into a flight or flight system. That's naturally how we protect ourselves with it, right? And so tapping, what it allows you to do is look at uncomfortable emotions, uncomfortable experiences, uncomfortable patterns, and allows you to look at it from a really safe space. Because when you tap, it sends a signal, sends a calming signal, is what I'm trying to say, to your body, to say that, hey, it's safe. I got you. We're going to tap through this, and it's all going to be okay. And that's what happens. That's what helps to essentially reprogram. So, because it's like neurons that fire together, wire together. So we tap away, we cut cords with limiting beliefs. And like when I say like limiting beliefs, past patterns, or anything like that, that could be like lack and scarcity, fear of failure, imposter syndrome, fear of being seen, fear of judgment, could also be fear of success and all that kind of thing. And the biggest thing is with tapping, it's just supporting yourself in those moments of like, whoa, what if this doesn't work out? Holy shit, do I actually got this? And it's like, again, recalibrating your nervous system in those moments of fight or flight, in those moments of fear, in those moments of doubt, or in those moments of worry, to like just like really ground into yourself and be like, hey, I got you. Like, it's okay. We don't have to worry about this, because instead of your nervous system running into fight or flight, you hold yourself in that motion, you hold yourself and allow yourself to feel safe through that emotion. And that's when it gets to pass through, where it is no longer a perceived threat, because it's you coming in, standing up for yourself, championing yourself, and showing yourself like, hey, I know that this may feel uncomfortable, but just because it's uncomfortable doesn't mean that it's unsafe. And when you can detach the feeling from the two, that's when you start to break through, I'm going to say this, the perceived limitations in your business. So maybe for yourself, you've found yourself where you have been holding like a steady number of clients inside of a container. So maybe for you, that's like 10, when what you really want is 15 or 20. That's what allows you to break through that ceiling, because there was a part of you, or maybe there's a story that's telling you, oh, well, I don't have the capacity to hold that many people, or can I serve that many people and still give them the level of client experience that they desire? If you've been stuck at maybe a certain level or amount of money, what is the story that you've been telling yourself or attaching to it? With that, is it that you're afraid of more responsibility, or are you afraid that if I have more money coming in, I like something always happens and I just like lose it? Or right, like there's these different patterns that will be repeating itself, and it's just, again, being able to recognize it, to have the level of self-awareness, and to choose to change the story, rather live in the fear of the doubt and allow that to just play on repeat, because the truth is, like, we are we are wired for safety, not for success. And what keeps us in success is keeping us in patterns which are comfortable. Okay, like it's probably like wherever you're at in in your life and your business right now, it's probably comfortable. Even if it's not where you want to be, there's probably no doubt or questions for you where it's like you've sustained and you can continue sustaining a certain level amount of income in your business with that feels easy, that almost feels like not even trying. And it's when you start to get to those higher levels. So maybe for you, it's like 6 or 8 or even 10K months, and like you don't even have to worry about it. But when you start getting into like, oh, I want to get to the 15, I want to get to the 20, you immediately go to, well, I don't know how to do that. And then it's like, well, if I don't know how to do it, then how am I going to do it? And can I actually have it and hold it when I have it? And what if it doesn't work out? And what if people don't buy? And all these. So the mindset chatter comes to bring you back into the level where you're safe and where you're comfortable. And lots of the times that's where we're almost like stop ourselves in our tracks subconsciously, where we pull back, where we maybe don't show up and sell, where we maybe don't ask for the sale, where we maybe don't make the post that we really want to make, and we kind of like sugarcoat it and don't make it as blunt as we want it to be, because we're afraid that we're going to offend people, right? Like being seen, being visible, and making the income that you desire is going to take you letting go of all the stories that tells you that you can't. And again, like I said, the easiest way that I've found to do that is with nervous system regulation, and more importantly, with tapping. So, with that being said, I really want to talk to you about the tapping challenge that I am doing for starting July 22nd, like I said. And what it's called is Tap Your Way to 10K Months. And my whole focus on this is that it's a 10-day tapping challenge. Oh my gosh, can't even talk. It is a 10-day tapping challenge that is focused on taking from a sad bitch to a bad bitch. Okay. And I'm doing this on purpose. Not saying that you're a sad bitch, but when we focus on I'm splitting this up into 2 weeks is because on week 1, we're focusing on sad bitch, aka the mindset drama that has you self-sabotaging yourself. And it's all these patterns, all of these stories that aren't serving you and that are like literally like weighing you down down from going to the next level of income, impact, and influence inside of your business. And so when I say sad bitch, I mean, this is the you that worries about where her next client's going to come from. She's feeling imposter syndrome. She doubts if you can actually have the business, the life, the vision that you desire to have and to hold. You absolutely fucking can. So what we do is we calm that bitch down, okay? We allow her to have her moment, because the truth is, all this is a part of you that does not feel safe. It doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel seen. And so she needs her moment. She needs to be seen. She needs to be held. She needs to know that it is okay and that this story doesn't have to be on repeat. So week 1 is on sad bitch, okay? Once she has her moment, once she knows like, hey, you're here, you're listening to me, it is actually okay. Then in week 2, we get into the bad bitch vibes, honey, okay? And this is where we are tapping into more opportunities, allowing you to be seen, allowing you to create those 10K cash months with ease. We're going to tap through allowing you to make money easier and really, again, solidify those 10K cash months inside of your business. And what I said on the landing page, and this is so funny, it's like the tapping challenge that you didn't know that you need, but the one that your biz and bank account will help you for. And truthfully, I just like from my own experience that I've had with tapping sessions, truthfully, this has happened to me not once but twice. I've been on a call with my practitioner, and I've been talking about how maybe sales were slow, whatever the case would be. And when I got off the call, there was a client inquiry sitting in my inbox. I've had women inside of the Awaken Entrepreneur do the tapping for manifesting clients, and they've manifested $3,000 like within a span of 2 weeks. They've booked out their services for the month. Like tapping, when you have this as a part of your tools that you use inside of your business, this is where you start to, again, just make it easy to receive that which it is that you want. Because again, you're calming your nervous system, which allows to make the uncomfortable comfortable, and you get to get what it is that you expect. You get to receive that which it is that you desire. Because again, neurons that fire together wire together. So here on week 2, that's when we're creating those new neural pathways for that which it is that you desire. Okay. So again, that's going down on July 22nd. There's lots of time to join. If you're listening to this after the fact, you can still absolutely buy this. It is only $13. So literally a steal of a deal. I have so many people messaging me on Instagram. They're like, what? I can't believe you're only doing this for $13. Like, I am fucking in. So you need to run, not walk to this, because this challenge, truthfully, has the power to absolutely change the trajectory of your business and the sales that you will make, not just for the summer, but for the entirety of your life. The other cool thing that I want to say too, this is a live tapping challenge. The recording will all be sent out to you after, but my whole goal with this is that this becomes kind of like a bank of tool, like a reference bank for your nervous system. So my whole goal with these is to keep these short and sweet, probably 10 to 15 minutes, I want to say, because once the challenge is done, I want this to be a resource that you can come back to. So if you feel that you're falling a little bit into lack and scarcity, if you feel like you're doubting yourself, if you feel like you don't know what to show up and say on social media that day, you tap out of the sad bitch, you get back into that bad bitch energy, the one who knows that the clients are meant for her, the clients are showing up, she's destined to make 10 figures, 10 figure, oh my gosh, 10K cash months. Can we not talk? Can you see how excited I get? I fumble all my words. But again, this is a challenge that truthfully, I have no words for the potential that it has to change your business. Because again, we are making the unsafe, the success feel safe for your nervous system. When success feels safe, when there's no doubt in yourself of that success, that's when it really starts to get to come to you easily and effortlessly. Wow, that, like, for those of you that like fought through this with me, I apologize. I am so tongue-tied. This is why I literally make notes for myself. So I don't go off on so many tangents, and proof that this bitch needs to make more notes when she does notes. Oh my gosh, when she does episodes. Okay, you guys, I'm so sorry. But Sign up for the challenge. We start on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We start in 5 days. I can't wait to see you there. All the information is in the show notes below.